Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Dr. Eureka's put out by Blue Orange Games. Blue Orange Games puts out some fantastic children games and family games and on up from there. Other than Haba, this is probably my go-to company for children's games. Dr. Eureka is a really cool kind of logical type game where you have these really nice beakers and you have these balls that are inside of them and you have to pick the beakers up and move them back and forth to get the balls in a certain order based on the card that you're going to play. Yes, there's a game here, and we definitely do play this game. So this isn't, even though this game plays more of an activity per se, or you definitely could play it as an activity, it definitely works as a game. And there is scoring that is involved, and I think the scoring works. But with some party games, like I'm just playing until we get bored, this one I do actually like playing to points, playing whatever you're going to set, 3 points, 5 points, 7 points, or even a longer game if you want it to be. This could actually be a filler for adults too. I think they might get bored a little bit quickly, but it's something you might just play as a diversion to other people get there. I think it definitely passes the time. I think parents will beat children at this normally because they're able to do the logic a little bit quicker, but I think this is a great game to have for kids to be able to pick up and play a logic sort of game where you're putting these balls in a certain order, but you only have 3 tubes. You can't just take your hand out and put them in the order that you want. With that said, I also think this is a good game to have for homeschooling. I think it works really great to teach kids those logic and how things come in order and how you can move things around. When they have that moment where they get it, it's just such a brilliant feeling to have. I like Dr. Eureka a lot. My kids like it a lot. Now, it's not our go-to game. You know, my son likes to play Mansions of Madness, or he wants to play Ghost Fighting Treasure Hunters or something. But this is something I definitely can pull out. Kids who don't game can pick up immediately, and we have a good time with. And this will be one that I recommend to you. I usually have 2 types of games in my collection for kids. One that we keep, we put back, we play as a family, we want to make sure we have all the components. And the type that we just let the kids have. If they lose it, mass production, we'll just get rid of it and throw the pieces away. No harm, no foul. This is what we're going to keep back for the family to play. Very nice components. You could easily lose those balls if you just let the kids kind of run off with it. You might want to be careful about that because you could soon not have a player account to feed your whole family at this game. But for us, this is definitely a keeper and one that we're going to keep. Here's Dr. Eureka Mix the Molecules, Master the Formula. This is a really cool little game. This is the components. You can see them popping out here. So it does have some shelf. The box is beautiful. It's kind of a standard size box. It holds up really well, but you can see the balls in here and you can move them around. So when you open this up, what you're going to get is a bunch of cards, which are fine. Nothing to write home about, but they show you the different formulas on them and they work perfectly. And you can shuffle these up great. Here's the big component. You're going to have these beakers with these balls in it. And you're going to have enough to be able to play 4 people. And you kind of move them back and forth. These are very high quality balls, very high quality beakers, and they work great. And as you can see, there's a custom insert where everything fits back in. Excellent. So the rules of this game are this little piece of paper that kind of folds out. And you can see it's very long. I'm not a huge fan of this kind of rule books. Some advertising. But the rules are really simple for this one. You can play it very easily. Here is setup, very simple. Here's playing the game and kind of tells you the rules. Really, it's one of those games where you can almost just look at the components and you're ready to play. You can read this in 3 to 5 minutes and be up and running. Great rule book. Setting up the game is very easy. Each player gets 3 beakers, 2 purple, 2 red, and 2 green in them. You set them down. You take the beaker cards. You shuffle these up, and you're going to get a ton with this game. And once these are shuffled, you're ready to play. Setup is very easy, especially if you take the game down correctly. The game is very simple to play. You're going to flip over a card, and you're going to attempt to make the beakers look like this. So red, purple, green, red, green, purple is what you want. You're going to be picking these up and moving them like this without using your fingers to get them in the direction you want. If the balls ever fall and drop, you're out of that round, and you will continue to play. If you get it correctly, you earn the card, and that is worth 1 point. First person to 5 points wins. So let's try to do this one. So let's put this back the way that it was. And let's try to do this card. So I need red on top of a purple. So maybe I'll put the purple, 1 purple on top of this green. I haven't really given this any thought. So, and you're doing this like trying to beat everybody else. You're trying to do this as quickly as you can. So red on top of purple, I've accomplished 1 of them. Woohoo! So then I need green on top of red. I can't get any of that green over there. So let's take this one simple green. I'm hurrying. And now I got a second one done. Red on top of green. But to accomplish that, I screwed this one up. So I need green on top of purple. So maybe I'll put a green here. I'm sure you guys are watching at home saying, that is not the most effective way to do that. And he stinks at this game, but maybe I do. So I'm going to put a purple on bottom here. And then I will put the green here. And I will say, Eureka! And I'm done. So I've got red on top of purple, green on top of red, and green on top of purple. If I were the first person to be done, I would score this for 1 point, and I would keep it. The next card would come out, you do the next one, and the first person to 5 wins. That's Eureka. Thanks for watching, and let's talk about the conclusion and whether you should buy this game or not. Who should buy this game? I feel like anybody who's homeschooling should have this. As a great introduction to logic and moving pieces around a game in a certain order. I've been able to play with kids really young, like 3 and 4 years old. Scoring might not be as there. They're going to be slower than everybody else, but there's definitely something to be learned there. I think this is a really fun game. If you get a great price or a decent price, I think it's something you should add to your collection. For anybody who has kids, I think it's a really fun game. The textile of the beakers and the balls, kids love it. It's very easy to play, not very many rules, and there's a race which kind of keeps everybody being jittery and moving around. Fantastic. We really enjoy this one I'd highly recommend for your family, and it's a keeper for us. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.